Welcome to a journey into the shadows of paradise, where we unveil the 10 dark sides of Jamaica, an island known for its vibrant culture and breathtaking landscapes. Jamaica, a name that brings to mind the rhythm of reggae, the allure of white sand beaches, and the vibrancy of its people. Yet beyond the vibrant colors and pulsating music lies a reality less explored. Our mission today is to delve into these lesser-known aspects, to bring to light the shadows that exist in this seemingly idyllic paradise. This journey is not meant to tarnish the image of Jamaica, rather it is to provide a comprehensive understanding of the place and its people. It is to reveal the unseen, the unspoken. It is about unmasking the reality that exists along with the beauty. Ready to venture into the unseen? Let's dive into the 10th dark side of Jamaica. But wait, before we begin, please subscribe to ensure that you never miss out on any of my crucial stuff. Comment "I subscribe" below and I will personally welcome you to our community. Let's get started. Number 10. The startling crime rate. Jamaica, unfortunately, is known for its high crime rate, especially in certain areas. This Caribbean island, famed for its reggae music and vibrant culture, grapples with an undercurrent of violence and crime that is deeply rooted in its society. The repercussions are far-reaching, casting a long shadow over the local population. The constant fear of crime affects the daily lives of the people, limiting their freedom and affecting their mental well-being. The economic impact is also significant, with businesses and investments often deterred by the security risks. The government is making efforts to control it, launching various initiatives and programs. They are investing in law enforcement, strengthening the judicial system, and working on community development projects. Yet the task is monumental, and the road to change is long and winding. Despite the vibrancy of its culture, the crime rate continues to be a major issue in Jamaica. At number 9, we have extreme poverty. Despite being a popular tourist destination, poverty remains a significant problem in Jamaica. This tropical paradise, known for its pristine beaches and vibrant culture, hides a grim reality. 1 in every 5 Jamaicans lives below the poverty line, struggling to meet basic human needs. The roots of this issue are tangled in a web of systemic issues, including unemployment, inadequate education, and the lingering effects of colonialism. The result? A cycle of poverty that's challenging to break. These hardships impact every aspect of life, from health to education, creating a ripple effect of disadvantage. Children are the most vulnerable, with limited access to quality education and proper nutrition. Their futures are at risk. Many families are forced to live in inadequate housing conditions, with limited access to clean water and sanitation facilities. The impact of poverty reaches far beyond the individual, affecting the entire community and hindering the nation's progress. Poverty, a hidden reality behind the island's sunny facade. Number 8 unveils the education gap. The lack of access to quality education is another dark side of Jamaica. A disheartening divide exists between the privileged and the underprivileged. The reasons are manifold, with limited resources and inadequate infrastructure being the primary culprits. For some, education is a luxury they can barely afford, not a fundamental right they can freely exercise. This situation creates an uneven playing field, where the dreams and aspirations of many are stifled by their circumstances. The repercussions are far-reaching. A society that fails to equip its citizens with the tools to thrive is one that hinders its own development. The youth, our future leaders, are left ill-prepared for the challenges of the global stage. In Jamaica, the education gap is not just a social issue, it's an economic one, a developmental one. It's a wound that needs healing for the nation to stride forward. Education, a privilege not a right in parts of Jamaica. 7th on the list is the crumbling healthcare system. The inadequacies of the healthcare sector are a major concern for the Jamaican population. The challenges faced by the healthcare system are multifold. From a lack of trained personnel and inadequate medical facilities to the underfunding of public health institutions, the system is buckling under pressure. The result? Long waiting times, limited access to necessary treatments, and a rise in preventable diseases. The shortcomings of the healthcare system have a profound impact on the people of Jamaica. Many, particularly those in rural areas, are left without access to basic medical care. Pregnant women often lack prenatal care, leading to high maternal mortality rates. And for those living with chronic conditions, the limited availability of medication is a constant struggle. In a country known for its vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, healthcare remains a battle in itself for many Jamaicans. At number 6, we confront corruption. It is a deeply rooted problem that hampers Jamaica's progress. Like a silent thief in the night, corruption sneaks into the fabric of society, chipping away at the integrity of institutions and eroding public trust. The extent of corruption in Jamaica is alarming, permeating all sectors of the country, from politics to law enforcement, from schools to businesses. Its effects are far-reaching and deeply damaging. It diverts funds intended for public services, exacerbates income inequality, and stifles economic growth. The common Jamaican citizen, struggling for a better life, bears the brunt of this unending cycle of corruption. Despite the grim reality, efforts are underway to combat this menace. Anti-corruption agencies, civil society groups, and international partnerships are tirelessly working to bring about transparency, accountability, and justice. Corruption, a dark cloud hanging over Jamaica's future. Yet, with determined effort and unwavering resilience, the people of Jamaica strive to dispel this cloud and let the sun shine brightly once again. 5th on our list is drug trafficking. Jamaica is a significant transit point for cocaine and marijuana. This issue is much more than just a legal concern. It's a social crisis that affects the very fabric of Jamaican society. Drug trafficking generates billions in illicit revenue, fueling crime and corruption. It's a vicious cycle. The profits fund violent gangs who use these resources to maintain their power, further destabilizing the region. And the impact on the community? Devastating. Families are torn apart, and young people are lured into a life of crime, often seeing no other viable options. But Jamaica hasn't remained silent in the face of this menace. Authorities are doubling down on efforts to dismantle trafficking networks, with international partnerships strengthening their hand. New laws, enforcement strategies, and rehabilitation programs are part of a comprehensive approach to counter this issue. Drug trafficking, a curse that continues to plague the island nation. Before we continue, can I beg a little favor? If you're liking what you're hearing, show us some love by pressing that like button. And hey, if you want to be in the loop for our fantastic upcoming videos, make sure to press subscribe and ring that bell so you're always in the know. Oh, and one more thing. Drop a quick "I subscribe" down in the comments, and I'll make sure to offer you a warm welcome to our amazing family. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep the conversation flowing. Number 4 unveils human trafficking. This heinous crime is a dark reality in Jamaica. Beneath the vibrant culture and breathtaking landscape lurks a sinister trade that exploits the vulnerable. Human trafficking, often termed as modern-day slavery, involves the illegal transport of individuals, typically for the purposes of forced labor or commercial sexual exploitation. Victims, predominantly women and children, are lured with false promises of employment and a better life, only to find themselves ensnared in a web of exploitation. The Jamaican government, in collaboration with international organizations, is fighting to eradicate this monstrous trade. They're offering support to victims, strengthening law enforcement, and raising public awareness. Yet the battle is far from over. Human trafficking remains a clandestine operation, its true scale often obscured by fear and silence. It's a grim reminder that even in paradise, shadows exist. Human trafficking, a heart-wrenching reality behind the paradise. 3rd on the list is environmental degradation. Jamaica's natural beauty is under threat due to various environmental issues. This Caribbean paradise, known for its lush landscapes and pristine beaches, is grappling with a host of environmental challenges. The first among these is deforestation. The island's tropical rainforests, once dense and thriving, are being stripped bare for timber and to make way for agriculture. This is not only destroying habitats for a multitude of species, but also increasing soil erosion and the risk of landslides. Then we have pollution, both on land and in the sea. Improper waste disposal methods and lack of recycling facilities have led to trash piling up on the beautiful beaches and in the crystal clear waters of Jamaica. This not only mars the landscape, but also poses a threat to marine life. Climate change too has its claws in Jamaica, causing more frequent and severe weather events, damaging infrastructure, and threatening the island's tourism industry. Environmental issues, a threat to Jamaica's natural paradise. Second on our list is gender inequality. Despite progress, women in Jamaica still face significant challenges. This issue is deeply rooted in the societal norms and attitudes, a legacy of centuries-old patriarchal structures. Women, especially those in rural areas, are often relegated to traditional roles, limiting their economic opportunities and potential. Furthermore, gender-based violence continues to be a pressing issue. Alarmingly, 1 in every 4 women in Jamaica has experienced physical violence by a male partner, a sobering statistic that underscores the urgency of addressing this issue. The Jamaican government, along with various non-governmental organizations, have undertaken initiatives to combat gender inequality. They aim to empower women, promoting their involvement in decision-making and addressing gender-based violence. Yet, the journey towards gender equality is far from over. It requires a collective effort, a shift in attitudes, and a commitment to social change. Gender inequality, a battle yet to be won in Jamaica. Finally, at number 1, we confront homophobia. It's the darkest side of Jamaica, often overlooked by the outside world. Homophobia is not just a mere disagreement over sexual orientation, but a deep-seated bias that has caused untold suffering for many. In Jamaica, members of the LGBTQ+ community face an uphill battle. They are often subjected to discrimination, violence, and lack of legal protection. Unsurprisingly, this affects their mental health, their ability to find employment, and their overall quality of life. Despite the challenges, there's a growing fight for equality. Courageous individuals and advocacy groups are tirelessly working to change attitudes, pushing for legal reforms, and providing support for those affected. Their efforts are a beacon of hope in a landscape often clouded by prejudice. But this fight is far from over. Homophobia, a stain on the fabric of Jamaica's vibrant culture,